A credit card belonging to the Friends of Matt Gaetz Political Action Committee, which of course, as the name implies, is a Matt Gaetz fundraising operation. They recently had their credit card number stolen. And the thief decided to go on a bit of a, I guess we'll call it a mini spending spree at Apple, because they only spent, $364 with the stolen credit card. But they spent it all at the Apple Store. And in their campaign filings last week, Friends of Matt Gaetz had to admit, oopsie, we lost our card number and it got stolen, so these aren't really our charges, and they're gonna get reversed. And when they do, we're gonna submit the filing showing they were reversed, so don't hold it against us that we don't have receipts for these things, because it was totally the card being stolen. Now, I will say, I do 100% believe them that the card number got stolen. And again, I don't even actually know if it was the card number or the card itself. Either way, fraudulent charges, they shouldn't have a problem. But what is a problem, of course, is that this isn't the first time this year that thieves have managed to get their hands on a campaign fundraising arm's credit card. In fact, in recent months, this is actually the fourth time that this has happened. And there's a very clear reason why thieves are starting to target this. They know that these campaign the super PACs, the PACs, whatever it is, they have millions and millions of dollars. Okay? You're talking about these massive accounts that for the most part are not monitored every single day like your personal bank account would be, right? So a thief steals your bank card. They go out there and they start making purchases. What's going to happen? You're either going to get a notification from your bank immediately. I know that's what's happened the few times it's happened to me. And they'll say hey, here's a weird charge. Is this you? And you say no. Also, if you're like me, checking your bank account every day just to see what you got in there, make sure everything's okay. You would notice fraudulent charges probably within, 24 to 12 hours. When you're talking about a campaign arm that has millions of dollars, and is spending money on all kinds of things, whether it's food, travel, computers, stereo equipment, liquor. None of those is going to set off those flags with those banks like it would with a personal credit card. So thieves can just have all kinds of fun before they even get caught. And as I mentioned, we already have 4 people in the last couple months that this has happened to. And I do think it's worth noting, not sure if this is part of a pattern or if it's just dumb luck, but all 4 of those people, including Matt Gaetz, obviously, Republicans. So thieves are targeting Republican members of Congress, their campaign arms, and stealing their numbers and spending all their money. So I'm not sure if maybe it's because Republicans just have worse security, if they're the ones not looking over their own shoulders to make sure their campaign finances are all on track. Or maybe it's because the thieves think, hey, Republicans get more money. They got all that corporate money coming in. Maybe we'll get a piece of that. Whatever it is, I think Republicans, you need to start paying a little bit more attention to your finances before you have this massive headache of trying to explain to the FEC that, oops, we had our card number stolen, but don't worry, we're totally going to file everything the way it's supposed to be once we get all that money back. It's much easier to just keep checking those accounts, make sure everything's on the level, rather than having to go back a couple months later and say, uh-oh, this doesn't add up. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.